Hi everybody, happy Thursday. I am so thrilled to have you join me today, and I'm really excited to go over something that I think is really important. And the question is it possible to support your body naturally without the use of antibiotics? So first, before I go into this, I do have a disclaimer to make. I am not your medical provider. You are always to see your medical provider when you have a question. That is my medical disclaimer. You need to consult your own physician. This should not be taken as medical advice. Okay? So I'm going to first give a little testimony. I raised 5 kids, and not once were any of them ever on antibiotics when they were in my care. So it is possible to support your body, to come alongside of your body, to remove what's keeping your body from healing, and then to support it naturally. So my name is Amber Swift. I'm a certified integrative and functional nutrition practitioner, helping busy women get to the root cause of their symptoms so that they can begin to thrive and survive, not just survive, but to thrive. So let's hop right into today. So first, I wanted to share just a few statistics. So according to the CDC, now 4 out of 5 Americans are prescribed antibiotics each year. Global antibiotic consumption rates have increased by 46% since the year 2000. Let that sink in. Global antibiotic usage has increased by 46% since 2000. And then listen to this. The average American will take around 30 courses of antibiotics by the age of 40, according to the CDC data and various public health estimates. So get this, over a lifetime, that number can rise to 50 to 70 courses or more, depending on your health status, your environment, and access to health care. So with that being said, so think about that. How many courses of antibiotics the average American will consume over a lifetime? And with that being said, I want to tell you that just one course of antibiotics can completely wipe out your gut microbiome, which would mean gut issues, high anxiety, bloating, digestive issues, hormone imbalance. A slew of symptoms come from your gut microbiome being wiped out. The health of your gut the rest of your body and the health of your entire body depends on the health of your gut. So it is so important to support your gut in order to have energy, in order to be calm, in order to have balanced hormones. And so with just one course of antibiotics wiping out your entire gut microbiome, you see why this is so important. So is it possible to take care of your body from a natural perspective? And I'm going to say, yes, it is. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to be giving you simple tips in order to help you support the health of your body. So first, we always have to start off with foundational health. Foundational health is imperative. We can't just jump to, okay, I don't feel good and I need to take care of this, and expect your body to kick in, but without taking care of your foundational health. So when I say foundational health, nutrition, it can either be the quickest form of medicine or the slowest form of poison. We literally are what we eat, and I am not talking from the figure you want perspective. I'm talking from your health. Every single one of your cells depends on the food that you eat. So nutrition is foundational. You want to focus on anti-inflammatory foods. What do I mean by that? Well, in order to figure out what is anti-inflammatory for you, I would recommend the symptom quiz that I will drop the link in the comments below. So go get that symptom quiz and I'll walk you through it through your email. So typical anti-inflammatory foods, gluten, dairy, and sugar. Those are always the top 3 that are great to remove to see if they're causing inflammation in your body. Eat foods that are God-made, not man-made. If you want to focus on the health of your body and you want to support your body, eat foods that are God-made, not man-made. If it's made in a factory, it's not God-made. If you can't duplicate it in your kitchen, it is not God-made. So really focusing on that. So with looking at that, what is your diet like? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear. Let's share recipes with one another. If there are recipes that you have that are like your go-tos that are totally anti-inflammatory and God-made, share them because maybe somebody else could use that. So build your meals around protein, fat, and fiber. Imperative. This will keep you satisfied. This will keep your inflammation down, and this will also help keep you feeling great. And this is great foundational nutrition. So if you're not sure what's triggering your symptoms, grab that symptom quiz. Okay, so let's look at some lifestyle habits, right? We have our foundational nutrition. Now we want to look at lifestyle because our lifestyle is so important. If your body always feels like it's in danger and it's running from a bear, then it isn't going to prioritize digestion, hormone production. It's not going to prioritize your immune system. Your immune system is going to be depleted. So what are some things that you can incorporate into your lifestyle to help your immune system, to help the health of your gut? Quality sleep. We need it. This is when your body heals. This is if you feel like your hormones are imbalanced, if you feel like your digestion isn't working, if you feel sluggish all of the time, chances are you are not getting deep quality sleep. And that's imperative for every single cell in your body to heal. You need deep quality sleep. What else? Sunlight. We forget. Go out every day. The best time is in the middle of the day when the sun is at its peak. Of course, not when it's cloudy. Here it's like rainy and gross outside right now, but still, you still go outside and you get that sunlight. Your body needs that vitamin D, and go outside without any sunscreen on. Go outside with as little amount of clothing as is appropriate for where you live, and allow your body to absorb the sunlight. Get that vitamin D. This is imperative for your hormone balance, your moods, your immune system. Next, movement. Movement is like medicine. Go for a walk every day. Stretch, weightlift, dance. Do something that you love and do it every single day of your life. Move. Our bodies were created to move, right? Think back to 100 or 200 years ago. People moved for their very existence, right? They had to move. We have to move. The minute that we stop moving, our vitality begins to crash. Our immune system crashes. Our digestion crashes. Our hormones crash. Our brain function crashes. So begin to move every single day. And I wanted to include something else here because I think we forget this. Laugh. Laugh. I was talking to one of my clients today and I said, turn something on. Tim Hawkins is one of my favorite comedians because he's clean. Laugh. Laughter is like medicine, right? A cheerful heart does good. So laugh. And laugh often. Be around people that encourage you to laugh, encourage that lightheartedness. Give thanks. These are all imperative for our immune system for function. So these small daily habits, and there's other ones too that I teach all my clients, but these are a few that you can begin working on today. And let me know which one you're going to work on and when, and put that in the comments because I'd love to hear from you. So these are small daily habits that just create 1% change. So we went over 1, nutrition. The second, some lifestyle habits. And then third, identify the stressors in your life. What are some of the stressors in your life? What's actually stressing your body out and causing you to not feel safe? Like I referred to just a few minutes ago, when our body is like running from a bear and we don't feel safe. I mean, literally picture that, running from a bear. If you were running from a bear, would your body be like, oh, I need to digest my food? Or, oh, I need to help my brain to heal so that I don't have brain fog and I can think clearly. Would your body prioritize your immune system or sleep? It wouldn't. So if you are living in a state of fight or flight most of the time, then your body is not going to prioritize healing. So take a few minutes and sit down and identify some of those things in your life that might be adding unnecessary stress, because we want to build resilience. Like in our day-to-day life, we want to build resilience so that when stressors come that are out of our control, our body will be resilient and be able to handle it and won't get sick. So a few. Emotional stress. Like, is there things in your day-to-day life that is overwhelming, that is causing anxiety? People pleasing, that could be one. Are there people in your life who maybe you don't necessarily have to be around all the time, who are constantly encouraging that feeling of overwhelm in your life, anxiety? Identify those. Physical stress. Some ways that we can cause physical stress is lack of sleep. Just turn off all digital devices 1 to 2 hours before bed. Sleep in a dark room, as cold as you can stand, like 68 to 69 degrees. Remove anything that will keep you from sleeping deeply. You need that. So inflammation, and it could be another part of physical stress. If there is a poor diet that is causing inflammation in your body, that could be very hard on your body. Blood sugar crashes, not having a steady blood sugar level. So often when you look at the standard American diet, it causes blood sugar levels to spike and plummet, which then causes a host of problems. And then let's talk about environmental stress. So we talked about emotional stress, physical stress, and now environmental stress. That could be toxins, mold, too much screen time, pesticides all around. So these are just a few things that could be causing stressors in your life that I would highly encourage you to identify. Grab that symptom quiz because this will help. So once you identify what's taxing your system, you then want to start with foundational support. So this week we're going to talk about some foundational vitamins you can take every single day to give your body that foundational support it needs every day. And then the next couple of weeks, I'm going to give you some other things that you can keep in your natural medicine cabinet or your plant-based medicine cabinet to have on hand for when you do begin to start feeling like you have a tickle in your throat or you start feeling lethargic. This is what I've done for our family to help ensure that we don't have to go to antibiotics. And when and if we do, they'll work like that because our bodies are very strong and resilient. Okay, so foundational health supplements. I'm going to give you 3 of my favorite. And I'm also going to tell you why. Okay, my favorite one is a multivitamin it has your vitamins, your minerals, and your greens all wrapped into one. So this one multivitamin will supplement you going out and buying a greens powder, a multivitamin. It's a 3-in-1. I love it because it has the super greens in it. We need the greens. The super greens are what help our liver to detoxify correctly, which is our main detoxifying organ. So we want to support that. It also has a cellular support blend, which helps with antioxidants, which we need. These are the things in our bodies that will help to fight off illnesses. And also it is all bioavailable. And I actually tested it against my old multivitamin because it was a great multivitamin, but every time I used the restroom, my urine was dark yellow, whereas with this multivitamin, my body completely absorbs it and it stays in your body for 8 hours, which score. So a multivitamin, probiotic to support your digestion and immunity. Remember, your gut health is imperative. This is all about supporting your gut so that your gut can support your immune system. So this is huge. And then your omega-3s. So I'm going to drop a link for my practitioner discount in the comments below for all 3 of these at 25% off the wholesale price. So you would want your omegas because this is your heart health. This is your cell growth. This is your brain development. This helps with almost every part of your body. Your omega-3s are huge, and it's not something that we just make on our own, right? We get it through our diet or our supplement. So ways you can get it in your diet would be salmon and walnuts. Those are my favorite. But I honestly don't eat salmon every day. I eat walnuts probably every other day, but I don't eat salmon every day. I try, but I don't. So these are the 3 supplements to get that foundational wellness in. So remember, identify the stressors in your life, right? So we want to do that. Then foundational nutrition. That is so important. And then also look at ways to those lifestyle habits. All of these things will go into building up your body, building up your immune system, making sure that when you are exposed to germs, right, because we are all the time, your body will have what it takes to be able to fight those things off. And so make sure that you grab that quiz, grab the foundational wellness supplements at my price, and grab the free symptom quiz. Let's figure out exactly what's going on in your body. And if you are ready to come up with an individualized plan to help you get to the root cause of your symptoms, grab a free call with me, because I would love to help you guys, because health is a journey, but it is a journey worth taking. I will see you next Thursday when we begin to learn how to build your natural medicine cabinet.